All right, my friends, we have another special edition of Political Point magazine for this week. So you are watching Political Point magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, at face, the Obama says he's ready to work with the GOP Congress, but behind their backs, he commits an about-face on his pledge. And Obama gets flack for not showing up at the Unity rally in Paris, while the Obama administration continues to refuse to call the terrorists what they are. That's just a big old mess. And now, freedom of speech prevails in France. The satirical paper Charlie Hebdo releases over 3 million of their new issue. And the GOP 2016 presidential field just got a little bit bigger. First it was Jeb, now Mitt Romney is actually entering into the fray. So, we will talk about that and a whole lot more tonight, this week. Okay. And we won't have time for calls. But anyhow, I am your host, William Mitro, for the week of the 19th, 2015. All right, my friends, welcome to another edition of Political Point magazine. Well, it appears now that since the Republicans took control of Congress, now we now see a GOP field of the GOP actually doing their job. They've actually passed bills in the House and the Senate, but the president has been threatening veto and non-cooperation. But apparently the president actually had a meeting with the new GOP leadership, and we will get into that. But he met with the new Congress in both houses. They had a meeting, and they supposedly this was supposed to mend fences and stuff like that.
Some real collaboration.
Okay. Anyhow, but they had a meeting in the conference room. All right. And okay. Oh, here's another thing. Okay. Now, the president promises to work with the Congress, but he actually in the meeting it didn't turn out that way. Okay, a lot of GOP members actually had a little bit of a problem with the communication with the president there, because when he mentioned that Well, apparently, take a look at this. All right, my friends. Okay, it's pretty clear cut. All right, so take a look at this. All right.
With the GOP.
I'm very much looking forward to not just this discussion, but some real collaboration.
Though
Really, some real collaboration. Really, all right. But now there's some talk amongst the administration over what he's doing with Gitmo now, all right, and apparently there is no according to the GOP controlled Congress and Mr. Burr, who's head of the Defense and Intelligence Committee in there, doesn't want Gitmo closed. In fact, there's a lot of polls out there that say that they favor Gitmo staying open. All right. Now, this is a hot topic issue here. All right. Now, while the president really wants to close Gitmo, okay, and you notice he's been releasing terrorist detainees from Gitmo, which have gone back to the battlefield. Okay, like for example, in Yemen, okay, Yemen, which the president claims to have a big success in, apparently, the terrorists in the fray here, okay, the terrorists. All right, wait. Okay, hold up a second. But anyhow, the terrorists that attacked in France, okay, you remember these guys right here, all right? Okay, right there. Now, these guys, okay, they had training from the leader of Al Qaeda in Yemen, okay, and Al Qaeda in Iraq, okay, but they had trained with al-Maliki, okay, Anwar al-Awlaki, who apparently got killed by a drone, okay, but now in Yemen there's a coup going on there, and the president now, okay, is forced to they really want to close Gitmo. It's no longer about what's best for America right now. Okay, it's about the president's legacy. Okay, for example, he wants to close Guantanamo, so he's releasing some terrorist detainees out there. All right, and it's not good. Okay, because they're going back into the battlefield. Okay, and in fact, this is what Richard Burr, okay, the Republican from North Carolina, said. He's on the Senate Committee on Defense and Homeland Security on this. But let me show you what he said. All right, on this. Okay, now take a look.
That anybody that might be at Guantanamo or anywhere in the world that has knowledge and texture of Yemen in 2011 is a legitimate source for us to go to and to run the names of the brothers and to see if there was talk of an operation.
Yep. So it appears now that that Yemen, which the president touts as a big success, is apparently not really not really the big success that the president said it was. All right, but see the president now is backtracking here. All right, because now he put an about face on his pledge there, okay, to actually work with the Congress, all right, and and so it comes as no surprise there that now that the president now just doesn't get it. Okay, now first off, he's a no-show at the rally there. All right, okay, of which he gets flack from. All right, he gets flack from. Okay, he's a no-show at the rally. Okay, in Paris there. Okay, in which that was the picture. Okay, you remember there. All right, and okay, but I want to show you something. All right, okay, I want to show you something that is quite interesting here. All right, it is quite interesting. All right, because it is interesting. On this picture though, okay, on this picture though, okay, now, you know, President Obama is not in the picture, right? Okay, but however, okay, now he got flack from a lot of people, okay. Namely, now he's getting attacked on the left for his little mishap here, all right, okay. Namely, from the Daily Show's Jon Stewart now. Okay, yeah. And I want to show you this clip, okay, because this, oh my gosh. Okay, this is truly amazing, all right? Because now, I want to show you this, okay? All right? Because it's this display right here, okay, is quite interesting. And I never thought that I would be agreeing with Jon Stewart on this. Okay, but take a look at this. Okay, right here. All right, take a look. Okay, here it is. All right. Okay. President Obama, a no-show at the Unity rally. Okay, take a look at this.
How could Obama not be there? Look how many world leaders he could have bowed down to and apologized. He missed an opportunity. How could the U.S. not be there when representatives of such beacons of freedom and lack of censorship as journalists punishing Russia was there?
Yeah, you know, all the world leaders were there. I mean, come on. I mean, Netanyahu was there. You know, you see, and but apparently there's only one person. Okay, there's only one person now that has put a little bit of a defense for the to the president, and that's former President Jimmy Carter, one of the worst presidents that we have ever had. All right, one of the worst presidents that we have ever had. All right, and so Carter comes out in Obama's defense. Okay, in Obama's defense. All right, and he I don't know what he's thinking. All right, now possibly that he's been in that position before, but for a former president who was one of the worst presidents in our history to come to the defense of another worse president in our history there, just kind of just I cannot I just cannot imagine, okay, what is going through Carter's mind, okay, when the administration won't even say the word Islamic extremism. Islamic extremism. All right. Now, mind you, I mentioned last week, okay, on the show that there was some officials there, but they didn't participate in the rally. Okay. Now, now I wanna show you this clip from the thing here. All right, and now, so, but I want to show you this clip here. All right, that comes his way here. All right, but before I get to that, okay, before I get to that, I want to show you one of the Republicans that was at the meeting. Okay, one of the Republicans that was at the meeting. This is what he had to say on the record here. All right, so
why wouldn't he let the process work? Because we're just taking up the bill. The Senate has to take up their version. Why doesn't he work through the process? I thought that would be better for America, to see that we can try to work together and find common ground. His response back to me, well, when we go in areas that he disagrees in, he's going to take his position. But the interesting part, the bills that we all brought up were bipartisan. You know, of those 382 bills we passed that lingered in the Senate, 276 of them had enough votes that were veto-proof, more than 100 Democrats voting for it. Can you believe that? And some of these we brought up to pass, and he's trying to argue against them.
Well, he's obviously, I mean, he's trying to head off the past. That it's Republicans' desire. They've said it a million times. They want to repeal Obamacare. So I assume that's one of the things he's trying to head off the past by threatening to veto anything on that.
Well, one of the discussions we brought up too. The Supreme Court has a little case coming up in June.
King versus Burwell.
Exactly. And one of the discussions they had with the president is he prepared for whichever way that response comes from the Supreme Court. Are you prepared if the ACA loses in that process? What happens next? I don't. And
he said?
He thought they were prepared, but it was pointed out, many in his administration have mentioned many times that they don't taking any control over that. They think they'll be fine.
Well, you know, I've been around the block practicing law. You're never fine when your case is pending in the court. I don't care which side you are. Not everybody's fine. Are they not doing anything in the event they do lose?
Well, that's why we should take up inside the House what do we think about health care and which direction we should go. We have a retreat this weekend, and for the first time in a decade, you're going to have the House Republicans and the House Senate together working on their agenda for the future, which I think would be very positive. And what I said to the president today, and I've said this before, in America, we have a history that we've been able to achieve big things with divided government. Ronald Reagan had divided government, they did tax reform. Bill Clinton had Newt Gingrich, and they reformed welfare and balanced the budget. This is a unique opportunity. And to start out just threatening vetoes in the first week 5, I don't think that's the right approach to take.
Did you see any place where he was reaching across the aisle to you? Is there anything, did he come off any of his positions?
No, he talks about, we can work with him on cybersecurity, yes, we want to work with him on that. And what's ironic to there is we passed a couple cybersecurity bills, but they lingered in the Senate and didn't go anywhere. He talked about maybe trade. We want to work on that. And we talked a little about tax reform. But every time when you talk with him about tax reform, he usually turns to wanting to raise more taxes. We're talking about moving this economy in a different direction.
How was Senator Harry Reid today?
He wasn't there.
Oh, he didn't go?
He's
still out?
He's still out, yes. I have not seen him since the injury.
Any other interesting dynamics there? Any ruffled feathers?
No, it's very cordial from that standpoint. People make their point, though. I thought the speaker made very strong points about which direction to go. And remember, this is the second time we've met since the election, and we talked to him about taking executive action is not the place to go.
And then what did he say?
He has a difference of opinion of that.
Is that what he said? That's how he said, I have a difference of opinion. He didn't say.
Well, the last time he used that phrase to us, but today he expresses his position and he thinks we have our position. But I think the Constitution's pretty clear that there's a separation of powers, that he doesn't have the right to do what he's trying to do. It's extending, and that's why we have the right to protect the Constitution and move what legislation that we move.
And you willing to give a little to the president?
Oh, I'm willing to work with anyone that's willing to work. That's the way our government's designed. No one's going to get 100% of what they want. And why don't you let the system work and find out at the end of the day? He has the right to sign it or not sign it, but why would you say you're going to threaten a veto when it's just being introduced or just being debated?
Leader McCarthy.
Exactly. You see that? Now, that's what went on in the meeting. Okay. Now, the president said that he's looking forward to working with the Republican-controlled Congress, but he reneged on that pledge throughout the whole meeting. Okay, and then, even before, when they were working on bills such as the Keystone Pipeline, that the president threatened veto, and and there was a couple other bills that the House and Senate put together and debated on, and the president just outright threatened to veto. All right, and it's just ridiculous. All right, now, what is the president thinking here? All right, okay, especially now, okay, when the Obama administration when the Obama administration gets flack from not showing up at the rally. All right, okay. Now, but interestingly enough, all right, okay, interestingly enough, the Obama administration, though, all right, now, the Obama administration got support from like I said before, from former Democrat President Jimmy Carter. Okay, now, why would not president be there? Okay, but now I want to show you this. Okay, so take a look at this clip. All right, and now, oh my gosh. Okay, take a look at this. All right, now.
That President Obama's just come back from vacation. I know how it is when you've been gone for a week or two. Your desk is piled up, and he had other pressing problems to address. So I don't think there's any reflection on our country, or no criticism is worthy.
I don't think that's the type of support that the president wants. Okay. Now, mind you, the president was out playing golf after the last attack. All right. And the president, just is very disengaged. Okay, now why would someone, now, for former President Jimmy Carter to actually go on Yahoo? I mean, the guy is a Yahoo. I mean, geez, a peanut farmer. Okay, now, if I were Jimmy Carter, I wouldn't have even put my 2 cents in, because his presidency was really bad. Okay, he missed the signals. He funded the Mujahideen. All right, and he missed the signs and the signals of the botched up the hostage situation. That was the worst presidency. But now, under Obama actually makes Carter seem like a moderate. All right, Obama's presidency hasn't been that good. All right, and Obama is just ridiculous. All right, he has raised our taxes. All right, and he just constantly he's failed in fighting terrorism. All right, he had that failed strategy in Iraq. Okay, in which he claimed last year that all of our troops were out of Iraq. Okay, but our troops had to go back into Iraq because of ISIS. Okay, we never heard of ISIS before the troops were taken out of Iraq. All right, okay, and by him taking troops out of Iraq, he allowed the terrorists to expand and move back into Iraq. All right, his foreign policy has been reckless. All right, we are less safe now. We are less safe now than we were before Obama took office. All right, now this is not the president here. That's now yet the president fails to recognize, the president and the Obama administration just fails to recognize that we are in a war with Islamic extremism. All right, take a look at this. What transpired between Mauro Liasson in one of the press
Afraid of playing into the extremists' desires to incite a religious war on Islam?
The world and the United States, as we've discussed before in the context of ISIL, is at war with these individuals, these violent extremists who carry out these acts of terror and try to justify it by invoking this religion.
Call it radical Islam, you feel would be playing into their hands?
Well, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to describe to you what happened and what they did. These are individuals who are terrorists.
Right. But other of your allies have described the ideology that you call a warped view of Islam by calling it radical Islam. And it seems that the White House has gone to great lengths to avoid ever calling it anything other than, warped view. And I'm wondering, is there a reason for that?
Yeah. The first is accuracy. We want to describe exactly what happened. Again, I'm not going to criticize anybody who chooses to use that label.
Really? Okay. Now, see, they constantly refuse. I mean, they refuse to call it radical Islamists. Okay, extremists, Islamist extremism. Okay, I mean, why is that so hard to say? All right, why is that so hard to say? All right. In fact, my friends, one of the defense counsel, in fact, take a look at this exchange. All right. Okay, from one of the leading from the State Department, from a State Department spokesman. All right, take a look at this. Why from one of the State Department spokesmen. All right, she was on an interview on the record on Fox News, and they asked her, or maybe it was the Kelly file, but one of those. But they asked her, why is Islamic extremism so hard to say? And take a look at her response to this. All right, this is totally ridiculous. All right, take a look. All right.
Why is that so hard to say? Well, it's not hard to say, but it's not the only kind of extremism we face. So we're going to focus on all the different kinds of extremism with a heavy focus on people who do this in the name of Islam. We would say falsely in the name of Islam, but there are other forms of extremism that are also important.
Tell me, what other forms of extremism are particularly troubling and compelling to you right now?
Well, look, there are people out there who want to kill other people in the name of a variety of causes.
'Cause I'm a blind la la la. No, my God, that is the dumbest answer to the question that I have ever heard. She might as well count liberal extremism in there, because that's a big threat to our country too. All right, but it's just pathetic. All right, the administration refuses to call the terrorists what they are. They refuse to identify these terrorist extremists. All right, They refuse to use the words Islamic extremists. All right, and it's just so pathetic, and I just. Every time I hear one of the administration officials speaking, boggles my mind. All right, they are misinformed. They sound so dumb, and it just frustrates me. They won't identify the terrorist threat, so thus they can't defeat the terrorists that we are fighting. They won't identify this as a war on terrorism, Islamic extremism. Why is that so hard to say for the Obama administration? Mind you, we have new tape. We have new tape of the two terrorists brothers, the two main ones that attacked the paper, Charlie Hebdo, and they were professing that the prophet has been avenged. Okay. But anyhow, I want to show you this clip. Take a look. Okay.
C'est faux-balle, c'est faux-balle. Non, c'est pas faux-balle.
And you see that. Okay, so that was big terror tape there. All right. And mind you, okay, so the administration just refuses flat out to call them what they are, terrorist extremists. All right. But it's just ridiculous. All right. Now, I mean, why in the world are they doing this? All right. Now, it could be that they want people to believe, to seriously believe that that the war on terror is over. But under the Obama administration, terrorism has not ceased to exist. All right, terrorism is rampant. All right, okay. Now, with that, my friends, okay, we've had the terrorist spread in North Africa, okay, and all over Europe, okay. And now we've had the terrorist spread all over Europe, okay, and it's just gotten insane all over the world, and then even in America, okay, according to Senator Dianne Feinstein, okay, mind you, okay, according to Senator Dianne Feinstein, okay, she believes there's terrorist cells all over the world, including the United States. All right, take a look at this. All right.
I think there are sleeper cells not only in France, but certainly in other countries, and yes, even in our own. So I think this calls for vigilance. We can even be more active in terms of doing those things which enable us to find terrorists, to see who they're communicating with in this country, and to track that.
So basically what you're essentially saying is the Obama administration is doing what is not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so in other words, Senator Dianne Feinstein all of a sudden becomes the expert on what we should be doing to combat the terrorists. Okay, so she laid out actually, okay, she laid out exactly what the Bush administration did to combat terrorism. Okay, that's what we should be doing. Okay, we should be doing the terror surveillance program. Hello, keeping Guantanamo open. Okay, so we hold those terrorist detainees that we captured on on the battlefield, so we can so we can interrogate them and get information from them. Okay, that we did before, like we did before, with the terror surveillance programs, the waterboarding. Hello, okay, so essentially, Senator Dianne Feinstein is saying that that we should be doing the Patriot Act, strengthening the Department of Homeland Security, okay, and identifying these people as radical extremists, Islamist extremists, okay, terrorists, identifying them so we can, and then we should be going after them, right? Okay, we should be going after them, so where they are, so we don't have to fight them here at home. All right, we should be combating them. And note to Obama. All right, we need more troops in Iraq and in Syria and all over. Okay, you said that you wanted to build a international coalition against these terrorists, but you haven't been doing that. Hello, the rest of the world. Okay, France is living proof. Okay, that Obama has been leading from behind. Okay, on this. Okay, so the rest of the world unites against the terrorists, jihadists. Okay, Islamist jihadists. Okay, radical Islamists, extremism. And then in the rally, Obama doesn't show up to it to set an example for America and the rest of the world. Okay. Leading one to believe that Obama just doesn't care. All right. He's refusing to identify these terrorists, and thus he can't defeat them. Okay, because he doesn't even want to say what they actually are. And so, my friends, it comes down to this. Since the American people voted, okay, the American people voted in the election, right? Okay, and they voted the Republicans back in, all right? Okay, they voted the Republicans back in, right? Okay, so, and but you remember it now, okay, that President Obama said that he got the message, right? Okay, he got the message, right? And he said he wanted everything to be a year. He wanted 2014 to be a year of action, right?
2014 would be a year of action and would be a breakthrough year for America, and it has been. Yes, there were crises.
Really? Okay, but and he said that he got the message, right? He heard the American people loud and clear, right? Right? Really? He said that he got the message.
People sent a message.
Really? Yeah. People sent a message. Okay. Yeah. That they wanted to work. Yeah. And the message was that they wanted the president to actually work together with the Republicans, right? And also, okay, you remember, okay, President Obama said this.
Ballot this fall. But make no mistake, these policies are on the ballot.
And the American people went to the polls, and they voted against Obama's policies, which, by the way, now, this week the State of the Union address is coming up, right? Okay, and now, okay, with that in mind, okay, we've already gotten previews of what's to come in the State of the Union. All right, yes, but apparently, Obama did not get the message. All right. Now remember, after the Republicans won in 1994 and gave President Clinton a shellacking, all right, President Clinton actually worked with the Republicans, okay, and got stuff done. They passed welfare reform. They passed, they balanced the budget. They essentially got stuff done. All right, but Obama is not working with the Republicans. Okay, and now with previews of the State of the Union this week, all right, it's pretty obvious that the president wants his own agenda. Okay, he's trying to protect his failed legacy. Right, okay, and and I've seen all the reviews on this, but the president in the State of the Union is proposing more tax increases. All right, more tax increases. Right. All right, on the American people. Okay, and he's proposing a plan. Okay, to raise taxes. Right, to raise taxes on the rich, to pay for the middle class. Right. All right, and this is his proposal. He wants to raise taxes on the rich, to pay for free community college, 2-year community college tuition, right? Okay, guess who's paying for that? All right, guess who's paying for that? The American people are. Okay, the American taxpayer. All right. See, he wants to raise $60 billion. Okay, 60 billion, I believe it is. Okay. Which he wants to raise taxes from the rich to distribute to the middle class. It's income redistribution, which does nothing for income inequality. Okay, does nothing for the economy. It actually hurts the middle class, and it hurts the businesses. Okay, so the president wants more taxes, and he's refusing to work with Congress. Okay, on this issue, instead of proposing this lousy idea of raising taxes, again, right? He's instead of talking about this and using class warfare, all right, he is out there proposing. He isn't working with the Republicans on such things as tax reform, making the tax code simpler. That would close the loopholes. Okay. Now, tax reform, such as maybe abolishing the IRS and installing the fair tax, which is essentially the flat tax. All right, that is what we need to be doing. Okay, Congressman Paul Ryan is actually he's the new chairman of the Tax Writing Ways and Means Committee. Okay, and what the president is proposing is actually dead on arrival. Okay, it's not going to make it past the Republican-controlled Congress. The Republican-controlled Congress is not going to settle for that. All right, you know, so Obama is a lame duck. Okay, so I think this State of the Union is going to be the lame duck speech, the lame duck State of the Union speech. All right. Because we basically have a lame duck president, okay, who is not listening to the American people, and he's not working with the Republicans. All right, so it's basically going to be a tough. It's basically going to be a tough year. Okay, 2015. Okay, and we're not going to defeat the terrorists. Okay, we're going to continue on, and there's not going to be compromise. I guarantee you that. Okay, because the president is so pig-headed that he just can't. He can't put it through his thick skull that he can't do whatever the heck he wants. It's not his way or the highway. All right? Okay? The president is violating the Constitution. All right? And, we just, mind you, that now, okay, I want to get to something else here. Okay? So, now, I want to get to this. Okay? You see this? Now, this is Charlie Hebdo's new issue. All right? Freedom of speech has prevailed in France. All right? Now, it shows the Prophet Muhammad with tears in his eye saying, "Just susi Charlie," meaning we are Charlie, and there's a caption on the top saying, "All is forgiven." All right, but this is Charlie Hebdo's new release. All right, and amongst that now, you see that, okay, victory for freedom of speech. All right, the terrorists who attacked that paper did not prevail, and so they released. Okay, now initially, they said that they were going to release 1 million copies. However, they made it bigger. They released 3 million copies, which have all sold out. Okay, and there's probably about 1 million more that they're going to release of this issue. All right, so freedom of speech prevails in France. Okay, and on that note, my friends. Okay, now on that note, my friends. Okay, we have something else that prevails here. Okay, now the GOP field, okay, has gotten just a little bit bigger. All right. So I want to show you this. Okay. Now first, Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush. Oh wait. Okay. Hold up a second. Okay. Now first, Jeb Bush started. Okay. Released his announcement that he was going to run for president. Okay. But now, and that enabled Mitt Romney to run for president. That's right. Okay. Now Mitt Romney has just announced that, or actually he had a meeting with donors, saying that he was contemplating a run for president. All right. So now I wanna put this up here. All right. Now there is now after Jeb Bush ran, okay, and now there is now at least 24 people on the GOP side that are running for president. Okay, 24 people, and I'll put up the list. Okay, I'll put up the final here. Okay, but Mitt Romney is getting into the race. He's putting together his exploratory committee, and I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I want to show you this, however. Okay, I want to show you this, however. This is the number of people, okay, on the GOP side, okay, this chart right here. Okay.
So there's 23.
Okay. Now there's actually 23 people running. Okay. Potential GOP candidates here. Okay. Now crossed out on the lower right hand side of your screen here is Paul Ryan. Okay. Paul Ryan has announced that he's not running for president. Okay. So it all comes down to this. All right. Now, we seriously want to note though, however, okay, that okay. Now, we seriously want to note though that amongst the GOP field here, all right, that Romney actually beats all the other contenders. Okay, all the other contenders here, all right, because of the fact that he's been through it before, but his experience and plus, might I remind the American public here, the American voter, that everything that Romney said, and his predictions in 2012 when he ran, everything that he said came true. He was right about Russia. He was right about the terrorists, and he was right about the economy. All right, we are in dire straits still. All right, the economy isn't the robust, and he was also right about the debt. Okay, now Obama has broken several promises. Okay, in which Romney was right to point out here. All right, and so the 2016 GOP field has gotten a lot bigger. Okay, mind you. Okay, also. Okay, mind you, also Scott Walker, governor of Wisconsin, who was elected and reelected in double digits handily, and won, improved the state of Wisconsin. All right, and Governor Scott Walker. I think if Romney chose Walker for his running mate, that would be a killer ticket. Okay, Romney would win. Okay, and in fact, a lot of the polls out now on this show that Americans feel that Romney would be the better candidate for president. Okay, Romney beats the other GOP contenders, and also the American public feel that he's the better alternative actually to Hillary Clinton. Okay, mind you, there's also Chris Christie, who might run. Okay, I wouldn't even mind a Romney Paul ticket, Rand Paul. Okay, and that would be a good winning ticket. Okay, but Romney beats everybody else in the field there. All right, at this point in time. So, mind you, a year from now, when we really see who the candidates are, okay, I advise you to seriously think about what the GOP really has to offer. All right, okay, but now on that note, okay, we have to get to the last words of the night. Okay, now we bring up this paper, right? We bring up one paper here, all right, and okay, now one paper here, okay, come about this, okay, now the Orthodox paper. There's an Orthodox paper here, okay, that actually
from another unedited angle.
Okay, that actually took out spray painted over. Okay, now you remember the picture of the Unity rally here, right? Okay, now, okay, but this is what the paper did. Okay, now you remember this picture here, but noticeably missing from the picture, they airbrushed out the women. Okay, right? They airbrushed out the women. Okay, in there. Yep. In fact, okay, they took out, and they took out Angela Merkel, okay, from Russia, from Germany, okay, and then they took out the representative from Germany, from Russia, there, okay, and they took out another another woman, okay, right there.
In 2011.
Okay, now in 2011, okay, the paper also airbrushed out
policy.
The paper also airbrushed out Hillary Clinton in one of the briefings there on the killing of Osama bin Laden. Okay, but that's our show for tonight, my friends. We thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2, and also follow us on YouTube. All right. Thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.